If you just tune in, you're watching the Ghanaian Farmer on Joy Prime Television. My name is Enyanam, and today's discussion is focusing on urban farming. Seated next to me is Kwahu Abetifi. He's the founder of Trisolace, and it's mainly about urban farming. So he's going to tell us more that we need to know about this kind of idea or concept. Mr. Abetifi, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
What is the meaning of urban farming?
Urban farming is mostly when people grow with the available land or resources around their vicinity that they stay in, immediate environment. So you don't need to go to your farm, behind your house, in your flower bed, in your pot. You can still grow something. That is urban farming.
Is there a difference between urban farming and traditional farming?
Traditional farming is where people use the sort of old method of processing. They don't use tractors, they don't use all these implements. They use the same hoe and cutlass and all that. That's traditional. But when it comes to urban farming, it doesn't mean it's new. It's just, it can also be traditional farming though. But it's just a subset of farming where people don't go to the farm to do commercial, like larger quantities, but you can still do in your house. I know people who are even producing for other people in their own house, carrots. A lot of them, they do vertical farming where they have put car tires on top of each other and still raising a lot of carrots in their house.
Interesting. Do we have types of urban farming or urban gardening?
Yes, we have some that are fully automated and then some that are just manual. Yes, so that's the difference basically.
Which type do you have here?
We have the fully automated one and the manual one because we do the boxes approach, and then we also do the one that has irrigation and has all these technologies and cameras in there that we use to monitor the snails. So we're doing a mixture of them.
Okay. What we see behind us is more of like a greenhouse urban farm. What is the size of the land that an individual requires to have this structure?
Okay, so you are looking at about 7 meters by 5, which in actual sense some places is about quarter of a plot. So if you divide your plot into 4 or 5 divisions, you can use one for this particular setup.
Alright, so let's get into the process. After I have my structure, take me through the process before whatever crops or animal it is I want to bring. I bring them in. Take me through the process.
Okay, so a client shows its intent or her intent that they want to build, and then we start by fabricating everything here. So we have people who weld, who cut the metal, who do all the preparations, and then we come to your house or your backyard and then we set it up for you. We grow the feed in there. So we grow the taro, the sweet potatoes, the boko leaves and all that, and the pawpaws in there for you so that the snails can have additional feed. And if it is the vegetables that you want, we also build that and then put the flower or the beds or the buckets in there, fill it with coconut peat, and then you can start your own farm with that.
Okay, so before I bring in the snail or before you grow the taro, what do you do to the soil to avoid any form of continuous or constant pest infestation?
Yes. So with urban farming comes sustainability, and we partner with people like in Shiraba who does the coconut peat, where we get his coconut peat, add it to the soil, make sure that it's very sustainable and also fluffy enough for the snails to be able to dig in. And that increases the penetration of the plants. Make sure that their roots get very good penetration so that they grow faster, basically. So that is the process that it goes through. We treat the soil. We also fumigate with natural remedies like neem tree oil. We do amonche or the black soap. We have certain remedies that we use that drive away pests and diseases. So we first treat the soil and then add a little bit of fluffiness to the soil by adding the coconut peat, and then it will be ready for the plant.
Alright, so I realized that you have snail here, and then apart from the snails, I saw sweet potato, taro, I saw pawpaw, and even banana. Why do you have all of this in addition to the snail? What relevance or essence does it do for the snail?
Okay, so we are trying to mimic the natural environment as much as possible, because very soon, whether we like it or not, snails will become extinct. because the forest is getting depleted, runoff of pesticides, the lamsey, the whole lot, everything, sun waning, all these are affecting the snails. So we are providing a natural remedy or canopy. So the first canopy is the banana that provides shade. And also when it grows, it's a dwarf banana, so it grows up to about less than 2 meters, and then it fruits. So the fruits come down and the snail have access to that. The taro, it grows and the leaves also serve as food for the snail and serve as a second canopy. And the sweet potatoes too, the leaves are sustenance for the snails and also a place for them to hide as well. So we've done a mixture of housing units and feed in a combination to make sure that the snails are able to get all the resources and make it sound like a natural remedy as much as possible, or a natural environment as much as possible.
I want to know is that the structure itself, how much does an individual need to put together to be able to have all of this that you mentioned?
Okay. So the structure has a breakdown or a package.
Okay.
So we don't want the client going to buy their own snail where they lose it or they ask someone to build it and they don't really do it. So we do all that package for 24,000 for the small setup, which is 5 meters by 7 meters. So that space can hold about 10,000 snails, and then we price that at 24,000 cedis. It comes with a polytank, a 1,000-liter polytank. The polytank stand comes with 1,000 snails. Even the snails alone, one is 6 cedis. The snails alone is 6,000 cedis. And once you take that one out, you are having about just 14 to 15,000 cedis. What we are using to buy materials to set up the.
That's a lot of money for a startup. However, let's look at the maintenance of the structure. If you put this together for me, how long do I need to take, or will it take me to start repairing or fixing the structure?
Okay, so our setups are very good, especially the net we import from Israel. So this is an engineered net. It can last for